Hello, English 9. This is Ms. Long here. I hope, as always, that you've had a spectacular weekend, a good chance to rest and recharge. The temperatures this weekend in Denver, anyway, were nice enough to make us think that spring is on the way. And this is Colorado. We could still have another snow day or blizzard, but it does look like things are warming up, and that feels very comfortable for a lot of us. This is the last session in our unit on the definition essay. You're going to pull everything together. This is the session that begins with Leap Day, that special day once every 4 years when you get a February 29th thrown into your calendar. It's always interesting to think about where that comes from. The Earth and the whole planetary arrangements, they don't work out with the sun on a nice, neat schedule, so we compensate with that extra day. A little bit of trivia for you, just for fun here, that there are 2 women that have given birth to 3 leap day babies. You always wonder, are they going to actually enjoy having their birthday parties every 4 years? And there's an interesting story of this woman who was born and then died on leap day. What are the odds of that? These are the people that need to go to Vegas, need to take us with them. Anyway, happy leap day. So this is the session that concludes the unit, and I've made it a little bit longer than normal. So this will be a 1.5 week long session to give you time to really get this done before we head into Unit 7, which, preview, is Romeo and Juliet. A wonderful love story. I mean, a wonderful story of 2 feuding families fighting each other, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, this is the session that will be a little bit longer. So you're going to have a few assignments listed here for an 8-day period. So when you do your work ethic, if you do that extra credit, plan for this many days here. So that's where we're going. So again, work ethic bonus is available to you. We'll be looking at a free write in your journals because I figure you're doing enough definition essay writing. You don't need any more structured writing. So this is a chance to just explore topics that are important to you. Then you dig into revising your definition essay. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do at the beginning is to create your works cited page ahead of schedule, because that's often an afterthought, yet this is an important skill that you need in English 10, 11, and 12. So you're going to use these materials here on works cited pages and what that looks like to create your own works cited page that you'll turn in separately and with your final paper. And just a reminder, you need 3 sources on this, and really only one of them should be an online dictionary. You need to have more content, more examples, more details for your paper. So take that into account. I think I commented on those of you who'd done that in your earlier papers. Then you'll spend the bulk of the session reviewing, revising, and finalizing your paper. Remember as you read to work smarter, work smarter, not harder. So you want to make reference to the rubric that's being used to grade your paper. And if you don't, then you're not covering the things that I'm looking for or the district is looking for. And you may be working really hard on something that doesn't matter. So be sure to take a look at that. You'll be getting some peer revision on that, also with reference to the rubric. I'm going to ask you to post your paper, your best revised paper, and then review someone else's paper with reference to that rubric. What are they doing well in the opening? What is the person doing well in the development of structure? What is the person doing well in terms of sentence fluency? So you'll need to check out that rubric here. It's linked here. It's also attached as a file. Then once you've got some peer feedback, you're going to want to go back into your paper and have at least one sentence that uses a colon. And the colon is usually something that prefaces an important idea. So if there's a point you really want to make, put a colon before that sentence and then continue with your important point. So you'll highlight the sentence that uses a colon when you turn your final paper in. And when you do turn your final paper in, I would like for you to use this writing reviser tool to help you to get all of the bugs out of there, the editing, and make sure that that's as good as it can be. You'll use this checklist of what you need to include, those minimum qualifications. You'll use teacher feedback, peer feedback, writing reviser. You'll highlight that sentence with a colon, take a last look at it before you go and upload it to Schoology. Also note that you do need to upload this to Turnitin, as this is a cornerstone genre paper. And you'll have an account that you use for Mrs. Sophia Arspiana, and you'll simply need to join my class. And that code for joining my class is right here. And then once you get in to turn it in, you will look for the assignment called Extended Definition Essay. And that's where you're going to upload it. Now I've set it so that you can actually see the Originality Report. And that means that you can go in and find out whether the stuff you have should be cited. If you see a large section highlighted in red or in pink or purple or whatever color they use, then chances are, if you haven't cited that, you're plagiarizing. So take advantage of this tool. It will teach you what you need to have cited. And if you don't have it cited, then you need to go back and do it. So that will pretty much wrap up our unit, except for the fact that we learn best through reflection. And so I'd like for you to take some time to think about what you've done in this unit, Unit 6 on the definition essay, and write me a very structured PEA paragraph with a point about what you've learned as a writer, some examples of how you've learned and grown, and an analysis of how that might help you in the future, why that matters. And that will be your final assignment. So again, this is a unit that goes over a week and a half. Everything's going to be due March 8th, or, well, not everything's due March 8th, but this is what you need to have accomplished by March 8th before the unit is over. So check for the individual due dates in here. I've tried to pace you on each of these assignments so that you are not doing it all at the last minute. And keep in touch with any questions. You have a great week. Take care.